Hey, this is George G. This is George G's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there tonight? I'm gonna make a little video here tonight. It's gonna be something a little different. I'm gonna do trying to start like a little series, I guess. I want to call it a series, whatever you want to call it. Of getting into the band. So these are bands that I listened to a little bit, but never really got into until a couple of years ago. So I thought I'd do that because you get into bands later. These bands are like maybe older bands, maybe there's some newer bands, but this particular band I listened to, like I got these first couple albums years ago, 25 something years ago. I never really gave much thought to the band. Just listened to, I like the albums because they were pretty popular at the time. But anyway, so the band is we're talking about is ZZ Top. So this is the first album I got by them, and at the time when the 80s were happening, they were pretty, big, and this is all on MTV, and, Sharp Dressed Man, Give Me Your Lovin', and Legs were all over MTV, and they showed these videos a million times. So I bought the album, and, I liked the songs that were on there, so it's excellent album, probably one of my favorite ones by them. But I never gave it much thought. I got that one, and after that one I bought Afterburner. Kind of same kind of vibe, but not as good as the songs. I liked Sleeping Bag on this one, and what do you call it? Hold on, let me get my peepers on. And Rough Boy, they're good. That's one of their better albums. But then after that, I just like, okay, well that's all I need from ZZ Top. And then I'm like, oh, then I saw this about years ago. I bought the greatest hits by them, and then I had a lot of songs I like. Oh, like had a Tube Snake Boogie, had Tush, Pearl Necklace, Cheap Sunglasses. So I'm like, oh, it's good. And then that was it. I was done with these. But actually, they had legs on this one. The version on this is different than the version on Eliminator. So I like the version on this one better. This one's more, I guess, more that 80s sound. When I guess that's the one you saw in the video. That was the song, the cut they used for this one, in the video for Legs. But anyway, so years later, I watch all these YouTube videos like you guys are watching, hopefully watching me, and it was Sea of Tranquility with Pete Pardo, and he always talks about how much ZZ Top is, early ZZ Top all the time. And I was like, oh, maybe I should start listening to that. And Martin Popoff was an author. I got a lot of his books. He's really big into ZZ Top, and one of the albums he always liked was this one, which I picked up, which was Tejas. So I was like, okay, let me give that a shot. And this one came out in, if I can read the date, which I probably can't, but 76. Definitely different than their than Eliminator. Actually, they look a lot different too. See, they're more Southern rock looking there with their hats and everything. But I was like, oh, this one's a lot different. I'm really enjoying it. Like the way it is. It's Only Love, Arrested While Driving While Blind, and $10 Man, Avalon Highway. I mean, he's got some great songs on it. So I was like, oh, well, let me explore more of their catalog. So that's what I did. And the next one that I wanted to get was Tres Hombres. This one is a fire. This is great. Super excellent album. It's got that hold on, let me get the book out, which is not cooperating. This one has that center hole here of the meal that either makes you love it or want to get sick looking at it. So, but this particular album is really got awesome songs on this one. This one's one of the early classics, and of course the lighting here is terrible. But yeah, Jesus just left Orlando. What's that say? I can't read this. Oh, Jesus left Chicago. Duh. Beer drinkers and hellraisers. And it's got LaGrange on this one, so that's their famous song on this one. But hey, this one really floored me. It was really good. So again, I explored more. And just when I started exploring, that's when Dusty Hill, their bass player, passed away. Rest in peace, Dusty. because and the main thing about this band, which I didn't realize until, was along with Dusty Hill is Billy Gibbons on guitar and Frank Beard. They did every album together. They did from the whole time they were Inception up until Dusty passed last year. He was on every album. They never stopped. There's always those three. Always those three. It's amazing. I don't think any band's ever had the original members since the Inception. And they started in, I think, this first album, which is this one I got. ZZ Top's first album came out in '73, I believe. And oh my God, it came out in '70. I'm stupid. But this one was really, I love this one too. So when I started to get into it and he died, and I was like, oh, these albums are going to be hard to find. And lo and behold, they were hard to find, some of them. Not all of them, they're just getting expensive. They're selling out on Amazon because I don't have a local record store or CD store anymore because they went out of business last year. So it's kind of tough. I had to stick with Amazon and now Discogs, but I didn't have Discogs last year. But anyway, so let me go through the songs on this one. Somebody else been shaking your tree. Brown Sugar, Squawk, Going Down to Mexico, Old Man. I mean, all these songs on here were great. Just got Back from Babies, Backdoor Love Affair. I mean, so many good songs on this one. I was really surprised how much I liked the first one. I really liked this one too. And then I found The Aglow. I think it's how you say The Aglow. Anyway, great cover. Great album. Let me take this out. See it a little better. People know the album. If you're into ZZ Top, you know the album. Anyway, so really surprised. Like, I don't know why I didn't listen to this band before, but it happens. I thank you. I'm Bad and Nationwide. Fool for Your Stockings. Manic Mechanic. Dust My Broom. Cheap Sunglasses on this one. So really good. Got this one. And then I picked up Fandango, which is half studio and half live. And the studio side is excellent. And then, of course, the live, I like the live stuff too. The live stuff's good. I think the studio side's better. It's got Tush on this one. Heard It on the X. Mexican Blackbird. Really good. And they really look Southern rock on this one, though. So this one's really good too. So yeah, and then one of the albums that really is hard finding. Well, probably not hard to find, but I couldn't find it, and I had to find it. And I looked for a long time after Dusty passed away. I found their third one. I mean, their second one, Rio Grande Mud. This one was good. I mean, I like the other ones a little bit better, but this one's good. Francine, Just Got Paid, great song. Apologies to Pearly. Whiskey and Mama. Down Brownie. I mean, if this is the song titles, you can tell these are not like what you're looking through when you had an Eliminator and all that stuff. But anyway, really good. Enjoyed that one. And then, of course, I had to get the one before Eliminator, which is El Loco. And that was not my favorite one. I kind of like it, like Tube Snake Boogie. And Pearl Necklace is good. Well, it's just the ones on the other ones anyway. But most of the record, it's the album, it's good. It's just, I guess, I was a little bit disappointed with it. But still, it's good. It's ZZ Top. They're just trying something different. And I love the album cover is great too, though. And then the last one I got is this one, Recycler, which people don't like. And I actually particularly like this one, actually. I like this one better than Afterburner. And I thought it was a good album. I mean, I liked a lot of the songs on it. Concrete and Steel. Penthouse Eyes, Tell It, My Head's in Mississippi, Give It, Burger Man, Doubleback, great song. I know people pan it, people don't like it too much. But yeah, I liked it a lot. So that was all I got from ZZ Top. They have a lot more later, so I figured I got everything from their first album up to Recycler. And to explore their later catalog, which everyone says is really good. After Recycler, they kind of went back to their roots again, but I haven't picked up anything. But anyway, you guys are into ZZ Top and recommend any of their later albums, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, there's a lot of bands, that I've been getting into that I never got into before. ZZ Top's one of them, because I listen to all this heavy stuff, and ZZ Top's just a great American rock and roll band. That's really what they are. And so that's my video. And that's it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And until then, keep rocking metal alive, guys. Stay tuned.